Oh, buddy. I'm excited for this one. New package came in. Time to review it. I'm so excited. Let's go. All right. Like I said, I've been waiting a while to review this one. It was on back order for a while. I had to wait until they got more in, but it came in. As soon as it came in the day, I got an email saying that I could order it. I put in for an order. It shipped out the next day, and it got here 2 days later. I'm so excited about it. Let's jump into this right now. Let's get in here. As you can see, it says right on the front, Edlekrone. If you guys don't know what Edlekrone is, you will in a second. I have not opened this yet. I know next to nothing about how to work it except for what I've seen on YouTube, which is not much, which is why I'm doing a review of it, because there's not much about it yet, because it's a brand new product. Receipt. Right here it is in this awesome, awesome, awesome black box. Let's get that out of here. So excited. Where did my knife go? There we go. Plastic out of here. Look at the box. I mean, just look at the box. It's amazing. It looks freaking so cool. Oh, yeah, buddy. So excited about this. This little beauty right here is the Edlekrone SliderONE Pro. Brand new. They had one before it that was called just the SliderONE. Then you had to buy the additional pieces to it. This is all one. This is a SliderONE Pro. Basically what it is it's a compact slider for doing time-lapse and video footage. So excited to finally get this in. We're going to jump into this right now. All right, so in the box itself, which was a very nice little compact. What is this? Oh, look at that. Here is the SliderONE. I'm hoping this comes off because that is a big screw. I need a 1/4 20, not a 3/4 20, I think is what that one's called. But this is the entire piece. This is a SliderONE Pro. Basically what it used to be is one piece up here, and then this entire brick part down here was another piece that you had to buy. It was expensive, but they have combined it together. It comes with the SliderONE Pro with a bubble level on it, which is awesome. Comes with a adapter for the 1/4 20 to 3/4 for the bottom of it for on a tripod. And in here is a handy dandy little tool set, which is pretty awesome as well. Like I said, I know next to nothing about this. 3mm and a 2.5mm. I think that is everything that comes in the box. I've said it in previous reviews. I usually don't read the instructions. I usually try to figure it out myself. This, however, I think is going to be a little bit too much for me to try to figure out on my own because it's got an app and it's got all of this. So we are going to kind of dive into the manual and see what we have to do, which is right here. Before operating, Edlekrone, please watch your user's manual video in the link below. What's in the box? All right, let's see here. Mounting the SliderONE. Yeah. Start using. Download the SliderONE Pro app to your mobile phone. I am using a iPhone 6s Plus. It does say that it is available on the Android and Apple market. Now, what I should let you guys know is it does not come with batteries. It does take a rechargeable battery. It is a Sony battery, and it does not come with batteries. I had to order them off Amazon. I ordered the Wasabi power batteries. I'll leave a link below in the description for both this, the SliderONE Pro, and some batteries, the batteries I used. I have really good luck with the Wasabi power batteries. I use them in GoPros. I use them in my Sony. I love them. So that's what I ordered. They're cheap. They're basically the same thing, but it is a Sony LPE6 battery is what it is. So it basically just slides into the bottom here. There are no on and off switch. Attach the battery to the slider and switch Slider Pro to switch on. All right, so it should be on. All right, so I got it on. This battery wasn't charged. I thought I charged them both. I guess I didn't. So now this I powered it on. It slid all the way to the end. Let's see what's going on my phone here. I heard a beep beep. Slider firmware update required. Make sure both the battery for the slider and the phone are charged. Keep your phone near. Start. Of course there'd be an update. Why wouldn't there? This is still updating. While it's updating though, I did manage to put my video head on here. That way I could kind of see how it works. I am going to take this arm all the way off. I don't think I quite need it on here for this. Just boom. And then I am going to end up using this on the camera that I'm using right now, the Panasonic G7, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use my Sony a5100 here as the camera that's going to go on it. And like I said, it is updating right now. It's updating the firmware, so we got to wait just a little bit before we can actually see how this handy dandy little doodad works. So I think I'm done with the instructions, so now I can officially get rid of them, just throw them out of here. The Allen wrenches, I did read though that they are for calibrating it in case you need to loosen and tighten it if it runs a little bit too tight. I don't think I'm going to need them. We'll find out, but they're there in case I need them. Oh, we're at 85%. 90%. Woo! We're at 100 on the update. Is it done? Please remove battery and then put it back in to restart the app. So we're going to close that app. We're going to take this battery out. So I'm going to assume that anyone that buys this is going to have to do this right away. You're going to have to do the update. I'm sure it's an all-important firmware update that needs to be done. Battery is back in. Restarted. Press anywhere. So the app is ready to go. I'm sorry about the glare and the fingerprints and all of that. It is a phone. Hope you understand. Just press anywhere on the screen, then drag and hold. So I'm going to... Oh, there we go. Oh, did you see that? Let's go. Oh. Oh, that's so awesome. So as you can see, I got it backwards. As I can see, I should say. Let's turn her around here, because this is set up to be right now. We're going to click and we're going to drag it. Oh, look at that. I can do it faster. Or you can slow it down. Now, what the important thing that I got this for, as you can see, the slider itself works. You can set it to do stop motion. You can set it to do it itself on a timer, stuff like that. But we're going to go to this convert to time-lapse mode, because that's what I got it for. Is I'm going to be doing time-lapse photography with it. It's small enough to fit, well, minus this giant ball head that I put on here. It's small enough to fit right in my backpack to go with me wherever I go. A little heavy, but that's okay. Basically, how you do it is you set up the duration, is like how long your duration is going to be, how long your delay is going to be. So I'm going to go take 500 and tap and set the interval. 6.4 seconds is what it would do. But because I didn't buy the cord, I'm also going to have to go into my camera and set that up as well. So they'll both have to be set into time-lapse mode, because I didn't get the additional cord that you can get from Edlekrone that will go from this to the camera to make it all work seamlessly. I figured I'd just do it myself. Hopefully it's not that much of a pain in the butt. So essentially what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to start this 5 seconds, 34 minutes. So then I can go back down here and put 0 hours one side to the other. 420 photos is what this says. This says 420 photos. So essentially then what I would do is I would hit the start button on my camera and the start button on here. And it is going to just go ahead and do its thing. It went to the place that it needed to be. Now it's moving. So that's all it needs to be done. And now it's actually moving a little bit every time. To do the time lapse, it's a little loud, as I can hear But that is set up. That's ready to go. I'm not going to let this whole thing run because I'm actually going to go and do an actual time lapse out of my window in my living room with the G7 camera. That way you guys can see how it works. I'll put it in right here, and then I will come back and let you know what I think about the Edlekrone SliderONE Pro. Is it worth it? Am I going to use it? Am I going to return it? We'll find out. Let's go to the time lapse right now. Alright, so there you have it. Basically what I put in there is I put in a couple just random clips of slider shots, me cutting some vegetables and stuff like that when I was making dinner tonight. Just setting the slide from point A to point B, hitting the slide button with a 20% duration, so it took like 30 seconds. Really simple to figure that out. I will tell you though that the time-lapse feature took some getting used to. It wasn't just a simple set the time, hit go. And I think mainly that's because I don't have the patch cable that goes between the camera to the SliderONE. So it did take me a little bit of time. I did finally get it down though. I did quite a few time lapses before I finally got it down. It's definitely going to take a little bit of learning, especially without that patch cable. I may end up just going and ordering it. I don't know. I did figure it out. So essentially what I did is when I ran the time lapse through this to get it to run from point A to point B, I had to half the time on this that I did with my camera. So I shot for 35 minutes on my camera. Every 5 seconds it took a photo. On this, I ran it the point A to point B. I ran it for 13 minutes with 5 seconds. So almost half, a little under half. And it honestly, it almost got done at the exact same time as my camera got done. It was pretty impressive. So I hope you like those. Do I say that this is a good buy? I think so after the initial runs. I don't, it's gonna definitely take some time to actually use this in the real world and stuff like that, not just in my kitchen when I'm cooking dinner. As of right now, absolutely, I think it's a good buy. I will do some updating on it. You're going to see this in my vlogs from now on. I'm going to end up using this to do my time lapses basically when I can. The tripod, it does need to be on a very sturdy tripod because it's heavy. So when you have it on a tripod and it starts on one side, it actually will kick and then it'll do like a little jump because of the weight shifting when the actual plate gets towards this side. So make sure you have a very sturdy tripod. I have a Manfrotto, and it was not that good, which is weird because my Manfrotto is like my favorite, like small tripod. I went and I put it on like a ghetto like Zomai or something like that off Amazon. It worked awesome. It's actually what I use for my Matterport machine. But yeah, so actually Zomai, that's what the ball head that I have on here now. So get yourself a sturdy tripod if you're going to do tripod shots. Make sure you get the slide duration right compared to what you're doing on your time lapse. I think you'll be set. $600. Buy it from Edlekrone's website. It is not on Amazon. I will put the link down to the Slider Pro Plus, or the Slider Pro, I guess I should say. SliderONE Pro. That's what it is. So go buy it. Tell Edlekrone that Josh Russell sent you. I don't know if it's going to get you anything, but it sounds pretty cool. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I'll see y'all in the next one.